And that's pretty much it. We just decided to shoot with our own camera, T2i, 50mm lens and this other lens. And we just storyboarded, and we were very careful with what we wanted to shoot. And this young lady beat out a lot of contestants, a lot of actors. Sabrina, can you tell us your experience auditioning for this thing?
Well, I mean, I was nervous at first because, like, you know, meeting you guys first. But, like, once getting to know you guys, it was a lot of fun shooting. That's really it. Like, I just had a great experience. I mean, never did a boxing movie before, but that was awesome. Working with, like, the cast and crew was awesome. And yeah.
Steven, you have that question for you?
I'm just totally grateful. I found her. I connected with Sabrina for the first read, and Rob had like another 2 choices. But you know, like a day or 2 later, I said, you know what? It's Sabrina. Then I asked Rob. I go, Rob, do you remember the girl that kind of looks like me? She's like, yeah, I do have. I'm like, you gotta find her. Remember?
It was just so about Sabrina.
Yeah, it was like Sabrina. We gotta get Sabrina because we had wonderful talent. She's very talented, but you gotta go by your gut. And Sabrina was the perfect fit for us. And you know, we looked alike, and we had a major connection. Then
yes,
I met this entire crew here, cast, and this is Frances. She's like a sister. Beatrice, she's amazing. Johnny Moe, I mean, I could go on. And you have Carlos in the back, but
Carlos plays a good guy
yeah,
for a change.
yeah, he plays a good guy. But to make a long story short, it was like one of my first short films, and it was a blast. And I'm really honored to have these folks on my team. And if it wasn't for them and their hard work, 100-degree weather in July, August, and it wouldn't have happened. These guys are trooper, and I'm grateful. That's it.
Steven, we usually see you, like I featured actually Steven in a lot of short films on screen, and usually you're an actor, and the reason why I definitely wanted to put that up there because this is your first directorial debut, right?
Correct.
Okay, so tell us about that process, and you wrote this, right?
Correct.
And do you have a basis for this, or was it from your life?
There's some true story. It is a true story, based on myself and a lot of friends and family members. For whatever reason, you have parents that separate. It can be the mother or the father, and they kind of use that as a pawn. And I just wanted to bring that to light. And if it wasn't for Rob, I had a very tougher, grittier, harder version. But Rob kind of he softened it a lot. But yeah, it is based on a true story, not only mine, but a lot of folks that I connect with. I mean, CEOs that I know, maintenance workers, you name it. It's like it's like a secret. It's like it's something that happens that people got to deal with, and I just want to bring that to light.
And this is just a funny question. How was the birthing process of spewing this out, your first?
I wrote it around 5 or 6 years ago on scratch paper, and when events took place, if it wasn't my own or if it was my own, I would jot it down. All of a sudden, a couple of years later, I have about 16 raw pages. It was like chicken scratch, but I knew what I wanted. And the ideas came from that. I gave it to Rob. Rob fleshed it out, and that's basically it. We came out with a 26-page script.
Sure. No, we're gonna ask the actors to say beautiful things about you guys. Only beautiful stuff.
Well,
Your coach did this too.
I love Rob. Like, he's so funny. And Steve, you're just an amazing actor. Awesome to work with, like, both of you. You're amazing directors and producers. And, yeah.
And what's your name?
Sabrina St. Giacomo.
What's your name?
Sabrina St. Giacomo.
Saying proudly. What's the last name?
Sabrina St. Giacomo.
There you go. We want to hear your name. And ladies and gentlemen, the one with the wig on, Miss Frances Lozada.
Great to work with. He's a great also playwright. I've worked with him before, and Steven, I worked with him in another film, so I was just very happy to be part of a wonderful cast and be Sabrina's mother, and she was also catering sometimes. So if you want to hire Sabrina, you get catering with it. So it's good. So I just had a blast, and thank you for involving me.
All I did was supposed to drive her back and forth, and I ended up getting a credit for one thing, a credit for another thing, and the day was going by absolutely fast. From early morning, before you knew it, it was already late at night, but when you love to do something and you see it, the whole crew, they're just amazing. And it's like you just are hungry for it. I never seen such a wonderful crew. Oh, I love you guys very much, very much. Thank you.
Jumbo.
Hello everybody, my name is Johnny Mo. I'm an actor and had a great time with you guys. I mean, Rob and Steven, you know, thank God, you know, they love me and they got a vision and I'm on board, man. I'm on board. Fuck, I'm happy to be working.
Carlos Lozada.
My name is Carlos Lozada. You didn't when you clicked in the beginning, I was a guy holding the pads. I did all my own stunts for this movie. It was great. Aside from this, you know, Steven's a great friend. He called me up and there was no questions asked. And you know, I'd like to be, even if a small role, to be just be a part of the project.
Yeah. Yes, hey, you want to do
I want to thank my wife Cecilia. She did the set decoration, and you gotta have a good old lady when you're a filmmaker.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, the actors and actresses of first round. Yes, the actors go down. And the director of our beautiful film, Heroes Return, Mr. Darryl Denner. Oh, you got 30 heads, huh?
Oh, yes.
You've been doing several film festivals with this, and you've been going around. We're so excited to welcome you back in New York, so tell us about it. And you're from New York.
Yes. Well, born and raised in Queens, and yeah, the film is doing pretty well at festivals, and yeah, I'm very proud of it. Very proud.
And it's weird seeing my community. I actually live in that area. By
Actually,
the hospital, exactly.
we shot it a few blocks from the
If you remember Maria Full of Grace, some scenes are similar to Maria Full of Grace. It was shot in my community in Elmer's, Queens.
yeah, no, we shot a couple of blocks from where you live. Exactly.
Yeah. I think it's easy to get a permit there, right? There's a lot of movies. They shot a lot of. They've been shooting a lot of TV there.
Yeah. Well,
Why did you choose a community area?
what?
And why did you invite me in that film?
Well, I was about to, but you know, I just I figured you were busy with the festival
I
stuff.
could have put the hood on and it doesn't look like me.
Actually, I had you in mind for that.
Or dead body.
Yeah, sure. Next one.
Oh, so tell us about the festival circuit. Are you enjoying it?
Yes, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you know, we went to Vegas and it showed in LA, and yeah, a couple of festivals here in New York, and it's definitely a good time. The actors are very supportive, so they always show up to the festival, so it's definitely a good time.
And is this your directorial debut?
No, I've done a few short films.
And do you also direct plays?
Yes, actually, I started off with theater, and then I just about 2.5 years ago, I branched off to film.
So I guess this is the time to call your cast and crew.
Yeah, well, some of them are up here in the front already. So, and Frank, if you come up here, and Leonard, if you guys could come up, that'd be great.
Frankie G and Leonard, and of course it's Francis Lozada and Carlos Lozada, and I think Steven was at the end, right? That was you. Yeah. So please talk to these people that collaborate and they spew movies. I think every month. Francis, I think you guys create 12 movies a year, right? It looks like. Oh, this is the time to grill this guy. Oh, can I ask this guy to say negative things about me? Just kidding. Yeah. No, I mean like fun stuff that you experience on set. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frankie G.
I had a great time working with the cast, and especially Darryl and my wife, and Carlos, and Eddie Ramos was not here today.
Yes.
I mean, we shot it on the weekends, right?
Yes,
Mostly
mainly on weekends.
Yeah, mainly on weekends, because some of us were working and everything like that. But I loved the script. I enjoyed it when he sent it over to my wife. My wife wanted me to read it, and when I read it, I really, really liked it, and I called him up on it.
Yes.
And we had a talk about that, and it was really good. And I said, if I had the opportunity, you know, I would like to be in it. And a couple days later, gave me a call, and I said I would love to do it. And yeah, it was fun on the weekends and everything. But you know, that was like Alfred Hitchcock. You know, he likes his shots. You know, so it was really fun. We had a good time.
And yeah, Miss Frances Lozada.
I know Daryl for a long time. We did a play together. He was actually one of my actors at the time, and he grew to be a filmmaker. And we have a group of people that we always try to work with and collaborate with and take turns being directors or writers and actors. So it was a great script. He always writes these gut-wrenching stories, and every time, even though I'm in the film, every time I see it, I end up crying at the end because it's so sad. But he's a good writer, and it makes our job as actors easy to act on screen. So thank you, Daryl. And the whole cast and crew was great, and the chicken wings were great. That's what I remember in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
But here's Carlos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bad boy in the house, Carlos Lozada.
It was pretty awesome. He always has like a genuine, you know, the biggest heart approach. He never like comes up to you too hard. He's like, you know, Carlos, I have a role. I wrote it for you. It has it in your mind. Do you think you could do it? I said, "No, whatever you want me to do." And that was it. So it was just cool just to be a part of it. I always work with the same people, my family, of course. And it's cool to have that good network. Like all of us are a family up here. So later on next year, you're gonna see us in film too.